Hi everybody, welcome to the bookshop. This is Shelly. Tonight I'm going to do a flip through of the pink Shabby Chic journal. These journals were done using ARTYmaze's Shabby Chic kit. I've already done a flip through of the blue one. I tend to do journals that have a color scheme, and when I saw the Shabby Chic kit, I just kind of saw a natural division of pink and blue, even though a lot of the pages are pink and blue. I just decided to do a blue one and a pink one, and I just kind of wanted to show them both together. They're very similar. I did the same kind of ribbon closure. They both have the pretty metallic butterfly. This one I did a lace collar on, and this one, I love how this turned out. It's got this pretty little pearl necklace that I put on there right through the cover. But I'll show you some more of that in a minute. Anyway, let's get rid of this blue one. Check out the video for this though. I love the book. I love the papers. Also on both of them, I used this Kirby Teasdale Studio paper. This is such beautiful paper, some of my favorites. And obviously I used the blue papers for the blue journal and all of the pink journals, pink papers for this pink journal. So yes, I've shown you her pretty little pearl necklace. There's on the blue one, I did half of them hanging out and half of them inside the journal. This one I did them all hanging out. One thing I wanted to point out is these dark red beads are genuine garnets. So there's 16 of them on here. And then at the end of each string, there's a little butterfly. It's got lace on the spine. The spine is just over 2 inches. The book is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. Got the metal book corners. It's got my usual filigree piece there to kind of strengthen it. This butterfly, I did use the metallic paper again and made some little tiny metal antenna for it. A couple little pink beads. The back, I just kind of left the back simple. I love this paper. This is out of the Kirby Teasdale, but it just reminds me of old wallpaper. And so yeah, she looks like she has wallpaper behind her. And it's very full, just like the blue one. I love to make them like this. There, it's not too bad. I mean, at least it can close. The way you open it too. So instead of untying this, tying and untying it all the time, you just push down. Just push down, lift this off. There's lots of long ribbon. There's ribbon or lace that hangs out of the bottom. I really, really, really am proud of this journal. I think it's so beautiful. It's very feminine. So we go inside and we have the first pocket. This paper is all from the kit. Just like with the blue one, I print a lot of copies of the pages like this, aligned pages, and then I use that paper to make tags and pockets and stuff with. So these tags are made with the paper from the kit. And I get unusual colors by like using a blue ink that's not really working. So it gives more color to it. And they're just different colors. This is stamped, It's a Story Begins. So yeah, the pocket, the tags, paper. This is all from the kit. This paper is ARTYmaze, but it's not from the Shabby Chic kit. There's a pretty red button on here. And then this pocket is full of stuff. There's some tags to glue in here. You have your choice. these. These are all part of the kit. And then I made a little notebook. Same thing I did with the blue journal. I ended up actually doing it with this one. I made a couple of little notebooks. This one has pocket and tags in the front and a pocket. Oh, it's actually, I used the banners from the kit and then I added these pink tags. Everything's coffee dyed. This paper is a combination of avocado dyed and then, see, this is avocado dyed. These really bright pink ones are avocado dyed, but at the end, after I'd been avocado dyeing for 4 days, I added a couple drops of red food coloring. I got tons and tons of avocado dyed, and I just decided to get some that was a little bit brighter pink and something like this. So that's your first little notebook. And then this is the first signature. This is the page that I used for the cover. I just took her and I rotated her. I flipped her to do this. And this is my design. It's just a lined paper for the back of pages. Coffee dyed paper, book page pocket. I love these. This pretty color matches so well. Some of these laces and stuff, and the coffee dyed or the avocado dyed laces. And these tags are from the kit. Has some really pretty tags and ephemera with this kit too. These, another mason jar, and this is the lined paper that I use to cut up and make tags with. And then this top one has a big pink butterfly on it, and then a little stenciling on the back. And this one just goes there and it sticks right out the top. This one I made the antenna out of some threads from some burlap. Okay, so this is Kit from the kit. Now there are a couple of pages in here from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, her Love is Chic kit. I didn't have quite enough pink pages. There was a little more blue, I think, in the kit than there was pink. So I supplemented. And we've got a doily pocket here. These are from the kit. And lots of journaling space, lots of lined paper in here. The back of almost every page with a solid design. The back of almost every page has a lined paper on the back. And then lots of the coffee dyed paper. Each signature has a pink page that's covered with lace. I was using these for another journal and I changed my mind and I just thought the pink was too bright. So I covered it with coffee dyed lace and I just love it. And there's all 4 of the pink papers are different and there's one in each signature. Lined paper. This is avocado dyed paper with no food coloring. I got really good color. Really nice pink colors. This is a nice large journaling tag. I did some messy stitching on it and it's lined on the back. And then pocket here. We've got what is oh no, okay. Thought it was glued or something. There's a few of these tags in here. These are also from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. And then these mason jars with the roses in them are from Caroline's Craft Tree. And these are mine. Just some roses printed on pink paper. I use a lot of tags. This book does have over 120 tags and journaling cards. So I get tags from all different places, and I like to make a lot of my own. This is from the paper pad. The book has 220 pages. From the kit, lined paper. Got lots of places to write. This is old stationery. Here's a pocket made from the lined paper. And this is a side tuck pocket with avocado dyed lace on it. I haven't done these side pockets before, so I actually ended up doing several. And so you have all the pretty tabs on the side, and then there's a lot of them on the top too, different colors of and types of pink lace on the journaling cards. And then the center here. These are from the kit, and this is from Tracy Fox. There are 4 of these, so the center of each signature is going to have one of these. And then I think they're pretty much the same. You get one of these, and one of these. And this is butterfly paper. And then I've just started learning how to collage. So I've made, I think, 7 or 8 for this journal, because these hearts are part of the kit. And so this is my way of using the hearts, making a collage tag and then putting the heart on it. She also has some butterflies, I think, that I might have used on the tags. But I think, honestly, I'm just a little bit addicted to the collage now that I'm just kind of learning. But I like it, and I actually think I'm not doing too bad at it. So we've got lined paper. This is from the kit. From the paper pad, we've got doily, invoice paper or ledger paper. Here's 3 more of the tags, all very similar to the other 3. Pretty pink lace on these craft paper pockets. This stuff is just stained with ink. And some more avocado dyed paper. You can write on all this, glue pictures here. Lots of blank pages and so many tags too for journaling on. Pink guest jack, stamped with a thank you stamp. This is actually decoupaged and then sewn around the edge. I used a napkin for this. I thought it's so pretty. It's just the perfect colors for this book. And then instead of coffee dyed paper on the back, it has avocado dyed paper. So it's pink. You can see. I love all this pink. If you're a pink person, this is the journal for you. Really pretty pink paper with some lace on it. This is the page that the other half of this, the front of it, is covered with lace. I only did the fronts. I didn't do the backs. So here's a fabric flip. This is kind of a new thing for me too. Gail Augustinelli does these, and I think they're cool. And I have a little bit of fabric around here. I matched a pretty button with it. But there's full page for writing under the flip. It's got really pretty lace on it too. And then this lace is avocado dyed. That's the other side of the Ephemera's Vintage Garden paper. Then lined music paper from the kit. This is from the paper pad. Coffee dyed paper. This is some of my lined paper. These are pages that are from the kit. This is another collage tag. I use this. They all have fabric on them, or so, I think most of them do. But I love this blue with the pink flowers. I thought it went really pretty. And, I mean, do you guys like that tag? I thought it turned out really good. I did 4 of them that are all similar. They each have a tape measure, and they each have the doily, and, you know, I had my parts, and then I put them together. But here's another side pocket made from a big dictionary page, and so it's divided into 2 parts, and there's 2 tags. This one's from the kit, and this one's from the paper pad that were used, and they both have a little lace tab, used avocado dyed lace. And then I made it so it has a pocket behind, a large pocket, and there's some avocado dyed index cards. And then they've been punched with a Martha Stewart punch. So I really like how that turned out too. More lined paper, more lined music paper. This is the other page from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. These come from a kit called Love is Chic. Lined paper from the Shabby Chic kit. Here's the second pink page. It's very bright pink. So you can probably tell why I toned it down with some coffee dyed lace on it. Wait till you see the back. You'll really be able to tell. So this is more lined paper that I designed, but it has blue roses on it. And then the pink background. It's a book page pocket. I almost always line my book page pockets with a coordinating paper. Help keep them strong, so when you're taking your tags in and out all the time, they don't rip. This is one tag made from the lined paper from the kit. And this is just an old piece of scrap paper that I had that was pink. And then this little envelope is from the kit, and it comes with a little matching journaling card. This is really pretty. This paper is old vintage drawer liner paper that I have. I use it all the time. Pockets. Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden too. And later on, the last 2 pages I used from her kit are journaling cards. This is a journaling card, obviously. And I took the other 2, there's 4 journaling cards on the page. I took 2 of them, resized them, and made them into pages for the book. And then this is an old card I made a long time ago. It says notes on the back. I think it's graphic 45. Avocado dyed paper. Pretty pink doily. Lined notebook paper from the paper pad. Okay, this journal has these little bags in it. Pretty little pink bags with pink, dark pink lace. Matches the bag perfectly. And then some little tags. This is from the kit. It says Shabby Chic. I was experimenting with embossing powder. Not bad. They didn't turn out perfect though. And then a little die cut tag. And there's 4 of these little pockets. Got some graph paper, lined paper, another collage tag. I think they're pretty. Do you guys like these tags? Give me some feedback, please. This paper's really pretty. This is part of the kit. Lined paper. Now here's the pink butterfly paper. And it's got the 3 tags. I think it goes this way. Tracy Fox And then these two are from the kit. Lined paper, lots of lined paper for writing. There's so much writing room. There's 5 pages there at least. And then did a dragonfly with the embossing powder. Another little mason jar with the die cut. And a little pink tag. I need to get one of those things, the static little pouch that you rub on the tags so that the powder doesn't stick around the image. Got more lined paper. Here's another doily pocket. This is a bigger size of doily. This is made from kit from the paper with that same blue fabric. And then this is a trifold. So you could cut these apart and make it into 3 tags if you wanted. But aren't those pretty? And that's part of the kit. More lined paper. That's the paper from the old vintage drawer liner paper. Here's this hot pink paper. Has the lace on it. This is a journaling card from Glenda's World. And this is the page. This is the journaling card. I've enlarged this to make a page in the, I think in the 4th signature. You'll see it. Okay, here's the second little notebook. This is a belly band, part of the kit. And then I made this little notebook using pieces from the kit. I just cut up some pages and used the parts I wanted. Inside it's just, you got a pretty paper on the front, and then the rest is coffee dyed. So it's just a little tablet, basically. It was sewn right down the center to make a little notebook you can throw in your purse if you need something to write on. Perfect size. Okay, lined paper. Here's a pocket I made from a fan, a picture of a fan that I cut out. I got that from the Graphics Fairy. And then I attached lace to it. And then this is just a bingo card. And another pink guest check. And this pretty little postcard is from Tsunami Rose. Okay, so here's another. This is what the paper looks like. This is one that's like pink and blue together. And another collage tag. And then we're on the 3rd signature. This is a Patricia Viramonte's pocket. And this is the one I call the ticket pocket because it has a little pocket down here where I always put tickets. And these tickets, these pretty tickets, are from the kit. And then I decided also to print some pink tickets. I have these, and I use these kind all the time, but I just kept them together in a strip and tucked them in there. Little piece of ephemera here. Couple of tags. This is from the kit. This is actually blue, and I washed it with a little bit of watered down pink ink. And then this is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I used it because it had that bright pink rose stamped on there. And then one more tag back here, one of the big mason jars with roses in it from Caroline's Craft Tree on Etsy. ARTYmaze is obviously on Etsy. Most of the crafters know who she is. Beautiful kits. This paper is, I used it for the page and also to make this card. This is ARTYmaze paper, but it's not part of the Shabby Chic kit. So I made this tag and I turned it into a little pocket. And so there are some library cards that I made with just flowers on them. Pretty little butterfly. And then this card is from ARTYmaze, from the kit, I believe. It is from ARTYmaze, though. So that's a pretty little pocket backed with avocado dyed paper that's been sewn around the edges. And we just clip that in there so you can move it around where you want if you need to, or take a lot of these tags out if you want to make the journal a little easier to handle for a while. This is the third page that's covered with lace. Lined paper, avocado dyed paper, craft paper pocket. It's got the same rose tag, the pink. And then the ledger paper, doily, love this paper. That's like the stuff on the front cover and the back. And the lined paper, graph paper, lined paper. This paper, this is part of the kit. It's got the little doily pocket. And then tags from the kit. More. The next butterfly center with the Tracy Fox, and then tags from the kit. Another collage tag. This is actually a different blue fabric. Lined paper. 3 more of these. These are all different. They're not all 4 identical. But I think these are. And these are all different. Slightly different. You know, you get a page of 6 tags and cut them out. And I think I put like 4 of those rose tags in here. Another pink guest check. And then this is another decoupage using a different napkin, but another one that I thought the colors were just perfect for this, with the avocado dyed paper on the back. It's sewn around the edges. I thought those turned out really pretty and very perfect for this. So there's another one of these pockets made with the old dictionary paper, and 2 tags. And then there is another big pocket behind, and it's got a piece of ephemera in there with a little fabric tab on it. And then this is the second fabric flip using that pretty blue fabric with the pink roses. And this one, it's got avocado dyed lace, but then I add some of the ribbon and a little button that just matches so perfectly. And this has some really pretty old lace. I've had this lace for 20 years. It's one of my favorites. Pink, but then this stuff has that vintage color. And flip it up, and right under there, and just more writing space. Lots more places to write. This is from that paper pad, the Kirby Teasdale. Now this here is just a bunch of stuff to write on. That's paper clipped here. You've got more paper. Both sides of this are just lined paper. And then I used, this is another fan, but it wasn't, you know, one of the kind that are shaped like that, to make a nice corner tuck. And I didn't want to cut it. I almost did cut it, but then I was like, oh, I just want to keep it in a full fan. So I just used it to tuck over the page. There's the other back part of the fan. And then on each side, I just tuck some old paper left over. That's a leftover scrap piece. Or a tag, actually journaling card from another kit. And then this swan, this was cut off of a page. This is only a partial page, but it's so pretty. I thought it made a great journaling card. And this is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, her Paris in My Heart kit. But it had the pink rose and the swan. I was like, how shabby chic is that? And it just goes so good with this pink journal. So yeah, all three of those, just nice large pieces for writing on. This is the last signature. I'll put this up a little. And paper from the paper pad. It's got some pretty papers in that Kirby Teasdale. Lined paper, lined music paper. Another book page pocket. This book page is one of my designs. Doing a fan shape. There's a pocket up on the back too. It's holding one of the collage cards with the heart on it. They slide right in. This tag is from the kit. Coffee dyed. And then there's just a bunch of little pieces. This is scrap. And then this is from the kit though, with the little bird cage. And then these are both the ephemera and the rose tag are both from the Shabby Chic kit. More writing space. This is the last pink paper with the, it's covered with lace. And blank paper for writing on. There's another of the large doily pockets. And then this one has, she's the cover of the blue journal. She was featured in the blue pages. And then this is another trifold. And then a pocket here with some nice pieces of ephemera. This is Ephemera's Vintage Garden. This is one of those journaling cards. And then this is from the kit. Ephemera from the kit. More avocado dyed paper. Lined notebook paper. Paper from the paper pad. And then we got one more of these. Little pockets. Little tag. This is from the kit. That's another one of the little embossing powder tags. And a little tag with the matching paper from the paper pad. Okay. This is the first half of the page that I made using the journaling cards where I just resized it and I changed the color. The journaling cards were yellow. This is another tag that I made into a pocket. And this piece is from the kit. It's the one I was just talking about where she was the featured image of the blue kit. And I just tore it out and it ended up being perfect. I didn't plan this pocket tag, but I love how it came out. And I used pink ink on the edges instead of like vintage photo. And then tucked in there are 4 postcards. And these are from ARTYmaze. And I think they're called her Jane Austen postcards. A set of 4 of them. And these are lined on the back. So that's kind of cool. Nice set of little postcards for writing on. And a nice little floating pocket. And then the last center section with 3 more of these. The Tracy Fox, and then these 2 are from the kit. Pink roses. I think this might be the last collage tag. Lots of papers from the pad and the doilies, and this is fabric. And the pink lace topper. And we got lined paper, and this is the last little bag. And it's got a little mini tag and a mason jar. And then this embossing powder one actually came out really pretty. This one I used silver embossing powder. And there's more lined paper. Here's a second fan made into a, there's an ant. Get out of here. Pocket. This one also has lace on it. And then there's a bingo card, a guest check, and then another postcard from Tsunami Rose. And notebook paper, avocado dyed paper. This is that vintage drawer liner paper. And another tag, Glenda's World. I mentioned that's where I got them. This page, I think this is coming up in a second. You'll see it. Instead of yellow, it's pink. And, of course, I resized it. And then this is a piece of paper from the kit, just cut into a tag. A little leftover scrap piece. Pretty pink paper. That's the one that has the lace on the other side of it. Lined paper. And there she is. I made this page and I enlarged her. Maybe I already showed you that. The yellow. Oh, it was this side. Here's the journaling card paper that I used. This is the journaling card, and that's resized it and turned it pink and made it into paper. And then I think that's about it. A couple more pieces of lined paper, and then at the very back I made another notebook. This one is attached. It's got a very small spine, but I actually did make a spine for it and then sewed in all of these papers. Copy dyed papers and graph papers. So you have a fairly good size notebook. And like when I say there's 220 pages, none of this stuff is counted. This kind of stuff is not counted in the 220 pages. So isn't that pretty? So that's a nice little notebook. And then several very large journaling cards. Oh, that's funny. These are the 2 pages I was talking about. It didn't print right. This printed a little bit small. So these ones got made into journaling cards. And then I printed it again to put in the book. And this is from the kit. So these are all just, they're coffee dyed, but they're blank on back. So this gives you just a ton more writing room along with your notebook. And then on the very back, there is one more little notebook tucked into this last pocket. This matches exactly this page. And then there she is again. I used her on this notebook. The other notebook had the other blonde girl. And this one, the papers are sewn in. Made a little pocket with some tags here in the front, and then there's coffee dyed paper and index cards folded in there, lined music paper, just all kinds of little papers, and then a postcard for the centerpiece. And then in the back, this is another piece that misprinted in the mason jars, and so I only had this little piece. It got like pushed off the edge. However, when it came through the printer, it was off, and I was going to throw it away, and I cut out this little piece, and I was like, oh, it's a perfect tuck spot for like the little mini notebook size. And then here's a little tag. Yeah, see how good that works? I thought that was pretty cool. Instead of making another pocket back there, I just used the partial mason jar, made a little tuck spot. Put the little tags in there, so everything in here is from the kit, obviously except for, you know, the papers, coffee dyed paper and stuff. But all the little tags and stuff, they're from the kit. And that's it. This back page, it's a good place to put some your personal info or something if you want to. Keep stuff, important numbers you could put on here or something. But that's it. There's the ribbon. And we'll just do this. And let's see. Get the ribbon. These are long. You can cut them if you don't like it this long. And then you just push down on this and tuck this over. And that's it. That's her pretty beads. It's so pretty. I really like it, guys. I think it turned out great. I hope you guys like it. Please leave me a comment. What do you think about the little pearl necklace? Isn't that cool? I thought that was kind of a genius idea myself. I didn't know for sure if it was going to work. And I also thought about gluing it down, but I like it loose. See, she's wearing a pearl necklace in the picture. So that's part of what made me think of it. But yeah, when it gets out of place, you just push it right to the end of the chain, and it hangs perfectly where it should be. Huh? So tell me what you think. I'd love to have a few comments. Okay, you guys, give me some feedback. I'd appreciate it. This will be listed in eBay along with the blue one. I'll put a link to the listing if you just want to check out, see how much it is or whatever. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.